What's up everyone, Brommaster47 here once again, getting back to the blind Let's Play of Danganronpa V3 Kill and Harmony. And this is actually my second take of this part because, believe it or not, the first take actually had a lot of dropped frames, especially later in the video, so I just decided to, for the purposes of making things at least look a little nice for you guys, I'm just actually gonna stop. I've just decided to redo this entire part. So anyways, last time we had went under the floorboards and kind of got some more information, and so we're gonna go check out the other crime scene. So let's go. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. Oh God!
It's a lie!
Oh, God freaking damn it, Kokichi! That's pretty much what I said in the last part. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
Huh?
What are you doing? Oh, sorry. Just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about some. So I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. You stepped through a floorboard?
So mean.
Jeez, that got me good. After this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're gonna lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. Crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Oh, now it's time.
Confidence! Dreams! That's what the killing game is all about! Killing game fans! Hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes! Baseball, soccer, mobile games! They're all nothing compared to the killing game! The killing game just can't be beat! Behold, students! The entrance to the trial grounds!
Yep, it's finally time. I guess time's up. Ah, man. It's because of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to re-research the science again. I brought this document with me. But unfortunately, I didn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Here was perfectly reenacted the science as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in the picture. Not only that, he used the exact same tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial. So, see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. And we get a bloody Kokichi. Ah, let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? Even so, even she gets sometimes nervous.
You wanna die?
What are you staring at? You wanna die? No, we don't. So, alright, so I'm gonna meet you guys at the trial ground, so back in a moment. Alright, here we are. So now it's that time again. Sorry. I had something stuck in my throat. So, like with the last two trials, it's time to review the evidence. There'll be a timestamp at the bottom of your screen, so that way you can see exactly when you can go. You can go to that time to continue the video. So first is Monokuma File 3. Angie was the first to die. It was found in the Ultimate Artist Lab. Her time of death was around 2 a.m. She had a stab wound on her torso and lacerations on her forehead. The second victim was Tenko. They were found in a vacant room on the 4th floor, the one that was used for the seance. Her time of death was 11 a.m. The victim was stabbed in the back of the neck and no resulted in her death. No other injuries, so... And considering the laceration, the injury on the victim's forehead was not bleeding as much as it should. There's also a piece of bloody duct tape stuck to her hair. I'm almost wondering if maybe this tape was covering her forehead wound. There's also the gold leaf katana that was stabbed into the Kaede effigy. And there's also blood on the tip. This was taken from Kyo's lab. The Necronomicon was something that was used to carry out the ritual. However, it is worth noting that when the Necronomicon is something that it's still here. So basically the ritual has failed. The door to this has a sliding lock and it can be moved easily at the slightest touch. The movie here basically says that apparently that Angie locked herself in and wouldn't unlock the door unless someone from the student council asked her to. The front door here was locked before Angie's body was found, but then Kokichi picked open the lock. And apparently he has lockpicking skills, so yeah. The effigies that were upside down now were part of the rituals, and they're exact replicas of the people who had died beforehand. There were Rantaro, Kaede, Ryoma, and Kurumi. But for some reason they were hung upside down, but I don't know why. And then there's the Caged Child, which was the seance that we've done two episodes ago. But in order to bring back the spirit of the deceased person, we tried to summon the spirit of Angie, but unfortunately all we had was another dead person. Kibo has had a flashlight function. This magic circle was kind of like ruined all over the case, and it was all made with salt. There's a loose floorboard below Tenko, and it was not loose before the seance. But apparently there's a piece of dried blood there. Tenko died in a crouched position. This stone was used as a marker, but yeah, who knows what it is. The iron cage that Tenko was in during the seance basically had blood kind of going up. But unfortunately, I don't really see much going on there. The dog statue weighs about 175 pounds, and it took 4 people to put it on top of the cage. There's a white sheet that covered the iron cage, and even though there's blood on the middle of the sheet, there is no hole in the fabric. And Kyo was the one that did that. There was a sound during the seance, which was that thunk that we saw earlier, or heard earlier, I should say. Next, there was a hole that was in the corner of the room, There's space under the floor that you can see what dropped there, and I think... Okay, never mind. Now, underneath of there, there was a sickle there. A sickle was found there, and it had blood on it, which I believe was used to kill Tenko. That came from the Ultimate Assassin's Lab. There's also a cross piece, which supports the loose floorboard in the room that the seance was held in. But only the portion that supports the floorboard was cut off, and it wasn't broken naturally. There's also dry blood under the floor. It was a fair distance from where Tenko's body was. And then, of course, Kokichi, who had stepped through one of the floorboards, and that room also had a part of a crosspiece cut off. So I'm wondering if what happened with the laceration to Angie with her forehead injury also happened with Kokichi. I don't know what was going on with my PC, but whatever. Anyways, I'm sure we'll find out some more information in the class trial. So let's go. Yeah, I still wonder what happened with the last video. That was just weird.
Oh dear.
It would appear that we all have gathered, but it seems that there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends made it that much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now, but wow, Makiro sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
Your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
Booyah!
These gold brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
rest in peace.
Tua, please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua. Consider what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also.
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you gonna stay that for? Atua and Ghost don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time's gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
Sorry, I was having a sip of my tea. He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
I'm right already.
No, he didn't. Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so.
Luigi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? Well, only one thing left to do. It's time to head to the trial. As usual, we walk towards the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors step aboard, We descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell faster and faster, downward into the black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, doors parted slowly. The light that shines upon us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed, you'll make one of them sad. As much as I love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth,
Now then,
let's hurry up and get this started.
extreme!
At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. The third class trial was about to begin. Angie Yanaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. Then, Tenko Kamashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one that killed them? Was it one person? Two different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Okay, we're actually not gonna save. Okay, so I did, like I said, in the last take that I did look over the skills, but nothing has changed. If you kind of want to see like what I have equipped, I have Cool and Composed, which makes the reticle shake less. I have Trigger Happy, which is to decreases the delay after using the Truth Bullet. I have Mind's Eye, which reveals the V points. So I don't really have enough skills to remove that, but that's okay. And I also have First Strike. The keyword from the first speaker's argument will be shown during the debates. Okay. And we have 40 slots, but honestly, we can't even equip most of the skills at this point, so that's fine. Let's begin the trial. Now, I just won't be talking during the talky bits.
Ahem. Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time. Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be 2 killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Hmm? What do you mean?
The transfer student. Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Okay. So since I did kind of go through a bit of the trial, I kind of know what to look for.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
So we need Necronomicon.
They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No!
So, ritual did work?
No, it didn't.
That's wrong!
Because the Necronomicon is still with us.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second! I can't let that comment stand! Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so, so he can't be wrong. Raising the
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive.
Sorry about that. Misclick there.
You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who did it? Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Why?
Don't play dumb with me, Creepshow. I already know what happened.
Well, okay, so now, so the thing we need is Sumigi's
The
account.
used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in.
That's wrong!
There we go, and that's what you need to use it on. I'm sorry I didn't talk much.
No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
Indeed,
Kyo
indeed.
was not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Sumugi, and Himiko.
Oh, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Sumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? 'Cause a robot ain't people, Jack!
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
Whatevs. The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Sumugi? Well,
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Gonta not the culprit.
Not the culprit.
Okay. Alright, so in this mass pack debate, what we need is
We must consider other possibilities.
I believe we need
Surely there must be
the
something outside the student council.
the lock picking.
that's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door. Only student council members had access.
I heard it!
Perfect.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
Okay, so now we're kind of at the point that I kind of had to stop the last take. So now at this point, we're going in blind once again. So here we go.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Yep, Kokichi pulled out some thin needles, stuck them into the keyhole, and open open sesame.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
I have a feeling that's a lie.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
It's too soon in the case.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
Yep.
No. Definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
That's a good point.
It's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
I have a feeling I know what this different method is.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
Okay.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
The door the culprit locked last to seal the room. It had to be the back door.
That's it!
Yep, it's a back door.
The back door. That's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool.
Okay. The tool that the culprit used to open the slide lock from the outside was... It has to be the katana. It has to be the katana. So, let's see if we can find the katana here. It had... there's a long-handled thing, so... Can I even... Okay. Oh, no. Oh, hi there. Okay. I guess I also gotta look out for these hidden Monokumas here. Oh wait, that's a sheath. Never mind. There's a katana. That's it. Yep. Oh, there was also a sickle there, but it definitely was not the sickle. That's for sure.
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
Yep, it did.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Oh, you know very well, Monokuma. That was also from the first game in the first case.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
If you're kind of curious, the school was called the Hope Speak Academy.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself.
Yep.
It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigies hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
A different purpose? What could that have been? Well, I don't know about Hirumi, Rantaro, or Ryoma, but I know Kaede's was used with the katana stabbed in her region. Yeah, that was primarily used to lock the room. The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. So, if I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Oh, it's time for some more taxi driving. Here we go. Or I'm starting to think that maybe I should, if there's Monokuma there, then I should probably run into it. Maybe that also gives me a hidden Monokuma. Alright, who turned the handle of the slide lock? Oh, get that. Who turned the handle, or what turned the handle of the slide lock? Alright, so, what turned the handle of the slide lock? It had to be the effigy. It'd be... Oh, it's actually the hilt of the katana. So here... Alright, next question. Over here. Okay. What was done to... I'm gonna guess... To move the katana... Or to make the katana turn the lock. Okay. So... What's done to make the katana turn the lock? Well, I think the effigy was actually turned itself. The katana was stabbed into the effigy. It was not tampered with, for sure. Here we go. Final question. Potentially. Yeah, this game's kind of easy, to be honest. Okay, how was the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? Well, the katana was stabbed into the effigy. It was spinning it. Yeah, it was spinning it. Yep, that's how it works. Bam!
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist. Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope, and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
Yeah, actually, yes, it could have.
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length that hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
A lie.
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Man, you guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
Okay, I'll start right now.
Oh, good God.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
You. I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter, since anyone could have done it. Don't
It's
you
true.
understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Wait. Oh my. What?
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
Oh my God. Yeah, this was the thing I was warned about.
What should we talk about now?
Anything but a cum dumpster. Oh my God.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko. She's also a part of the student council.
Actually,
Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
hold on. No, there's still one other person who could have done this. And there's still only one person who could have had a grudge against Angie. And we know of this.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect?
I don't think Himiko's a suspect.
Never kill Angie!
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect rangers?
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down!
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers, what should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gonta not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
What? Hold on. What is this? Oh my.
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
Oh, what?
What do you mean?
two victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie.
I mean, that's true. We do gotta figure that out. And we're gonna have to figure that out in the next episode. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series so far. And I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, thank God we didn't get any more drop frames. My God, that was bad. Anyways, ciao.